Welcome to Genazym Studios. You give us 10 minutes, we'll give you the world. Ladies and gentlemen, together we're about to take a trip through the tunnel of time. I'm here leafing through the pages of Genazym's latest catalog, a breathtaking creation featuring an array of rare and priceless Jewish treasures. This catalog carries us centuries back in time, recounting the heartwarming story of our nation's spiritual strength, spanning continents and centuries. Every item and every era featured here tells the unique tale of faithful Jews living in times of security and peace, or periods of trials and persecution. As I read this catalog, I find myself into a time warp, taking me from Galicia to Slavita, from Africa to America. Come join me. Here I am in mid-14th century Italy, year 1360 to be precise, where a sofer, a scribe, sits and painstakingly copies Rashi's commentary on Masechta Avos, word for word, letter for letter. In this same era, another scribe, another sofer, in neighboring France, puts scroll to parchment and copies the Rambam's Mishnah Torah. Some 100 years later, the printing press is making waves throughout Europe, and a little farther over in Europe, in Lisbon, Eliezer Toledano prints the Ramban's commentary on the Torah just 3 years before the Spanish expulsion. The exiled Jews of Spain do not despair, and they carry the art of printing, so dear to their hearts, to the African continent, where they found the first printing press in the ancient city of Fez in Morocco. In 1517, the Avud Raham is printed, and with it, the basis of all customs and prayers of the Jewish home. From Morocco, I traveled back to Ogensburg, Germany, where the first printing press is established in Ashkenaz, to the nearby cities of Venice and Savinieta, home to the famous presses where Rabbi Yosef Cairo sent his Beis Yosef manuscript for publication from as far away as Tzfas. Obviously, we won't miss Daniel Bromberg's press, where the Talmud was first printed in its entirety. Now we move to Lublin, Poland, where the Shloah Kodesh was born. Here we find the Holy Sefer bearing his autograph. We continue to the great city of Krakow, where the Shach published his epic work just 2 years prior to the devastating Chmielnicki massacres and gezeres of Tach V'Tat. The art of calligraphy was flourishing in Moravia, with expert scribes producing breathtaking works of art on parchment. We stop for a visit in Frankfurt, where we learn about unique Yekisha customs as the Wimple, and meet illustrious Ashkenazic leaders like Rabbi Shamshon Raphael Hirsch. Here in Germany we find Rabbi Shamshon Raphael Hirsch's handwritten essay on Tefillin, a journal marking 100 years to his birth. From Europe, we fly to colonial America, where we discover an intact copy of the first Siddur with English translation, printed for American Jews in New York in the year 1766. And if we're already here in America, we'll take a little hop across the country for a visit to Los Angeles, California, where the greatest chazan of all times, Yossele Rosenblatt, composed some of his famous melodies. We journey to Eretz Yisrael, where we meet the saintly Mekubalim of Yerushalayim, Rabbi Yosef David Edry, a sefer, a scribe and Talmud of the Rashash, who left an ancient Kabbalistic manuscript from Yerushalayim of old. Continuing my stroll through these sacred alleyways, I see another sign pinned to the wall with a dire warning to the masses prohibiting the entry of Jews to Har HaBayis. To our dear brothers visiting the city from near and far, be warned! This is strictly forbidden to enter the temple area, to ascend to Har HaBayis. Oh, Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim! Be'ezus Hashem! On December 28th, 2021, Chof Dalet Tevis, Genazym Winter Event, our 11th auction right here in Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh. See you there. Genazym, own your heritage.